Ladies and gentlemen, the sun has now found its home in the western sky, and it is Saturday night in Tiger Stadium, home of the LSU Tigers, one of the great venues in college football. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer. First down for this offense. Handoff from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk after the 30-yard line. This series has been built on tight games, but LSU destroyed that line of thinking by blowing out the Tide last season.
I really feel like LSU is one of the few programs in the country that on paper matches up very well with the Crimson Tide year after year. And last year, David, we saw all of those athletes make so many plays.
So many athletes. Not only did they match up, they got to celebrate. That game was early because it was a blowout. They got to celebrate, and Alabama didn't like it. I look for this rivalry game to be heated. And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. That football must be riveted to your rib cage. How can you let it go? At least they fell on it. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. The Crimson Tide offense comes out, and now they'll go on the attack. Here are our impact players for this game. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. From the gun, give on the inside. Not much there, picks up a couple to the 22. This series dates back to 1895. One of the odd things, guys, is historically the visiting teams have had a lot of success.
And these fans don't like each other. Man, you can feel the hate, the hostility. Both programs so talented, recruited at a high level. These teams have even rematched for a national championship before, Palmer. These two teams are ballers.
And this is a game, too, David, that everybody circles on the calendar at the start of the season. We all know that conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications are on the line. And the intensity level in this game, it's simply unmatched in college football.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Bunch formation for these receivers. They move the tight end all over. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. And how about that alertness and that swarming D to keep him from getting the 1st down? He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that 1st down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes, like run your route past the sticks so we get the 1st down, but nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the 4th down.
You want to talk about aggressive? or wacky, this head coach is keeping his offense on the field inside his own 30. Trying to pick up the first out of the backfield. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a fourth-quarter game.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on 3rd down from the 43. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down, and now they have to make a call. Just not able to shake enough defenders and comes up a little bit short.
And I think a lot of times on 3rd down, Reese, you bet on your guy. When you're an offensive guy, you say, okay, he's going to break a tackle, he's going to get north and south and somehow get the first down. Nice tackling by the defense, understanding where they had to get to and forcing the 4th down.
Makes the catch past the sticks. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Leaves it with the running back. Across the 25, he's got room. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another first down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. It has been all defense all the time in the early going as we wrap up the first quarter, and the stats certainly reflect that. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. They're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
Perfect execution by this defense. They played pass, sat back, looked at the quarterback, took everything away, and even better, good pass rush, finishes it, now put him in a predictable 3rd and long situation.
3rd and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Not a chance. Missed it. After the miss, no change in the score. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Swings it out to his running back. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. You know, sometimes even a short gain like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
And the Tigers have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he stopped at the 18.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Plows ahead for a pickup of 4 down to the 14. They'd love to pick up this 3rd down and get a fresh set with 1st and goal. Out of the gun, the inside give. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
They're not into 3s, they want 6s, and to keep this drive alive, they'll need to get it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Makes the grab, and he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. The Tigers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, LSU!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution of the drive by that offense.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Really good balance on that last drive. They mixed it up all over the place, Jesse.
Yeah, how nice, too, to have the defense on their heels, because at this point, they don't know what's coming at them. They had problems stopping everything that last drive.
So I think this defense would come back with a little more aggressiveness. I mean, they let them have what they want, and now they got to dictate to this offense a little bit more.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's complete on the right side. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
I like the running back there on the route, the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Finds his tight end.
Nice quick throw there. It's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game.
Gonna take a shot. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. He looks that one in nicely. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. They get to him as he throws. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see which way they go after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 39. Throws toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bayou Bengals!
And it's a nice toss in the back of the end zone. Give your receiver a chance to make a play. And you could tell he knew exactly where he was. Got those tippy toes right down, inbounds for the touchdown reception.
The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished.
Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the 1st down.
And I tell you what, we can focus on the left side of the line of scrimmage because that's where the play starts. But you don't get big gains when you run out wide unless wide receivers, yes, wide receivers, commit to blocking, staying on their guys. Really good job on the outside by giving the running back space to make the big play.
Looking to go up top on 1st down. On target. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a 1st down just outside the red zone. And LSU starting to get that passing attack cranked up.
And this is a unit that typically LSU is as good as they are at quarterback. We know they're going to be physical. We know they got athletes all over the field. But when they get really good quarterback play, those teams are really special.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll run it from the gun. Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. It's complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
They've converted every time on fourth down. 3 for 3 so far. They'll go for 4. Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep him from getting the first down. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get that ball?
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! The mantra is always finish, and they're trying to do that here in the regular season with this Week 12 performance. And nobody's been able to hold that Tiger as LSU builds its lead over Alabama.
And listen, both these teams knew coming into this one that the more physical team was going to get it done, David, and that's been the Tigers, right? On both sides of the ball. They have been dominating in this game.
LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
They'll ride the hot hand.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Quick strike complete. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. Death Valley has a well-earned rep of being intimidating. It is nice to be the quarterback, to have everything on your side.
And have everything quiet. It's the loudest place by far that I ever played. I mean, for an entire game, they are on their feet, yelling, screaming. Now listen, we can't play all the words they're yelling, Reese, but they are an intimidating crowd.
Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback run is part of their game plan. They get him on the ground after he gets enough to move the sticks.
And listen, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, I love teams that commit to the run, and when it's successful, keep running the rock.
Yeah, David, I think this offensive line right now, they've got a lather going. They're really sort of getting in the groove and flow of this game. They're just getting tremendous push at the point of attack. It seems like every single time they decide to run the ball.
Can't make the catch. It's incomplete, and that drop might have cost them a big play on first down. Now 2nd and 10. They'll go to the ground. They'll give him a couple that leaves him with 3rd and 8. need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. The play action fake. Starting to feel a little pressure. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
And that's a great job by the defense not letting that bird out of the cage. When you can run like this guy can, you got to keep the edge. Did a great job. He went backwards, retreated, gave up some ground. They didn't give up the outside, got the sack on the play.
On 4th down, going to the air. And this will fall incomplete. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on 1st down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. He's going to run it. At the 40, there he goes. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up, and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The offense has it now at the 48-yard line, 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Washington. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Snap it to the back. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. And he'll pick up the 1st down after a tough run there.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Defense there to stop him after a gain of 3, but he is inside the 30 to the 29.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. From the gun, wants to pass. That's caught. It's Hussein. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the 1st down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. LSU getting set on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. From the gun, running back on the move. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a 1st down without scoring. 3rd down. Got his man quickly. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
To have any chance in the world, this defense has to come up with a stop on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, the offensive coordinator's best friend in the red zone is the running game. Make guys commit near the line of scrimmage so I can throw behind. This defense is good, but I'm going to challenge them. I'm going to try to be the more physical team. I love the play call. I think you keep running the football and stay physical.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. He makes a grab. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers. They put another one on the board here in the 4th quarter. And how about this team? Just a lone blemish on the resume and about to go to 10-1.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
You know what's great about rivalry games? Each side hates every wretched breath the other one sucks into their greedy lungs. Figuratively speaking, of course, and when you win, is that sweet.
It's glorious. To be able to brag, to be able to text message your buddies, to be able to post stuff on social media, it's a lot of fun. I think fans like it more than anybody, but it's something that every year you have a couple games start. This was one of them, Jesse. They took care of business, and now you move on to the next.
They really did, and we saw some great individual efforts in this game by the winning team, too. So cool to see some of these players that have had terrific collegiate careers make some of the biggest plays of their lives in this game, in a rivalry game that just means so much. This was a fun one to call.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.